Hello, my fellow Nigerians. My name still remains Fadri Olwadare Joseph, aka Father Joe, former president aspirant of the Labour Party, and of course, leader of Rescue Movement for New Nigeria. My message today is to all the governors in Nigeria, the 36 states that we have in Nigeria, and the federal capital Abuja. Over the 5 billion naira, 100,000 watts of bag of rice, 40,000 watts of bags of maize that the federal government is going to be given to them to give Nigerian people as palliative in the midst of fuel subsidy removal, in the midst of poverty, in the midst of hunger in the land. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate and thank Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for this initiative. That after a long time of back and forth by the federal government, after a long time of suggesting so many things, 8,000 naira and all that, the government finally put its feet down to agree on doing something. So when government does what is right, no matter how little or big it is, let us commend them. And when they do what is wrong, of course, we will come after them. So this initiative of 5 billion naira to every state, rice and corn, it is commendable on the part of the government, and I will commend the president and its party, for doing this at this time. Now, it is a smart and political move on the part of Mr. President, because what it means is that now the blame of anything about this palliative will now go to the states, no longer in the hands of the federal government. If anybody wants to say anything, Mr. President will say, oh, yes, this money is given to the state. Go talk to your governor because it is no longer in my hand. So that is why I call it a political and, of course, a smart move on the part of Mr. President. Having said that, I also want to beg of Mr. President to please oversee the way things are run in this state and see that this money is being spent the way it's supposed to be spent. It's being used the way it's supposed to be used. Having said that, I would like to call on the governors of every state of Nigeria, from Lagos State to Sokoto State to Kaduna State to Kano State to Port Harcourt to Calabar to Benue State to Ibadan, Oyo State to Osun State, the home state where I come from. That I want to beg of all the state governors that this palliative is a palliative not for your party. It is a palliative for Nigerian people. I've lived in America for more than 10 years, and I realized that government is of the people and not for a party. I have seen palliative being given by the American government, and it is not directed to Democrats or Republicans, but to all Americans. So I want to beg on all governors of the state that this palliative is not to be given for your party people, for your loyalists. That the 5 billion should be given to every people that deserves the money in your state. The bags of rice should not be what the state governors will put in the state house to use as a gift to people that come to the state house. It is not rice to be given to your party members, but rice to be shared among every Nigerians that live in your state. You are no longer a governor for APC members or PDP members or Labour Party members. You are a governor for Nigerian people, for everybody, every citizen in your state. So we're going to put an eye on all the states and see how they are faring. I will particularly be interested of how my state of Osun State is sharing its own formula of 5 billion naira and, of course, thousands of bags of rice and thousands of bags of maize that will be eating the state. It is not that this money and these resources are enough, to reduce the impact of subsidy removal on the people. But at least it is a little to help the people of the state, of each state, of the federation, and the governors of every state in Nigeria should please do your best. I know that politics is going to come into play, but in playing politics, please do your best to make sure that the people that actually deserve this money gets this money. That the people that actually deserves this rice and maize really gets them. And for instance, if I were to be the governor of Lagos, I would not imagine or expecting governor of Lagos to be sharing 5 billion naira and, of course, rice to people in Banana Island or people that lives on the highland. But the people that lives on the mainland, the people of Ikorodu, people of Emushi, people of Yanakwaja, Abulegba, these are the people, of course, that need this money the most. So I will expect every state of the federation, like we have also in Osun State, the people of Oriadi local government, the people of Ile Oluji, the people of less privileged cities in some of these states, to share this money and not to be shared to the bourgeoisies or political allies in all of these states. Let us run everything by the way it's supposed to be, by being fair and just in everything we do. 5 billion is not a lot of money, but it can also be a lot of money if it is shared justly. Thank you, Mr. President, for the act of giving money to Nigerian people. And I please and appeal to every state of the federation, governors, please do the right thing by your people. Remember, you are governing Nigerians. You are not governing APC members, PDP members, Labour Party members. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless every state in our country. May God bless you. May God bless me. I remain Faduri Oluwadare Joseph A.K. Father Joe, leader of Rescue Movement for New Nigeria. Thank you.